Right, hello everyone, and welcome to game number 3 in our best of 3 third place match between Pbhead and Blues. Tell you what, this map is looking a lot more full than the other couple of games we saw.
That was a classic scientific spot, for sure.
Yep.
And pretty good scavenger spot.
Pretty good whatever in the world you would like to
Yeah.
do except for possibly robotic.
Yeah, there's a geotherm next to 2 high irons. I mean, that's not exactly terrible.
Don't worry.
It's true.
This outpost off the ground in no time.
I like this double high iron location over here that neither player is going to be using this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because do you honestly need... There's actually... Yeah, there's like
There's
two
two
double high irons.
Yeah, the one next to the geotherm, I really feel like that would have been a pretty awesome
I
spot.
like the scavenger, though. I mean, there's reasonable black market this game with pirates, power surge, slowdown strike, underground nuke, mutiny. Like, no matter what anybody does, you're gonna be able to do something about it. With that kind of black market lineup, and then holograms and claims and goon squads, it's just a really... It feels like a really impactful black market. I think that's the appropriate word for it. It's not like those black markets that we saw earlier, which are like cook the books, network virus, circuit overload. It's not like those do nothing, but they just don't have the exact same level of impact on the game necessarily.
Yeah. Tell you what, Pbhead better protect that medium carbon, low waters tile, because that's begging to get nuked.
That is pretty much asking to get nuked right now. I wouldn't be too surprised to see a goon squad on it eventually. Usually players don't prioritize nukes very much, which I can kind of understand on carbon in particular, because typically carbon just crashes out early game anyway, like to the point where scavengers will even transition away from it quickly. But given that there's also water on that tile, it makes it a lot more tempting.
And it's a reasonable spot for a goon squad anyway. You know,
In the middle of 3 valuable tiles, I mean,
yeah.
why not?
And there's obviously going to be more buildings there anyway, so
Yeah.
you know, you're going to want a goon squad there at some point.
Pirates already been purchased by Blues this game. Not sure exactly what he's planning to go after. Competent player would not have bought those pirates, though. Yeah, I mean...
Aluminum, I guess.
Nothing at this point. Just going to be patient, it looks like. I don't know what he was hoping to hit, but... It's going to be nothing for the time being. Pbhead already managed to push to HQ level 3. Very quick moving game this time. These players had a really easy time getting into the money, as it were. Which means that delaying power is going to go a lot better for them, especially considering we mostly have chemical consumption going on from the colony. It was a European colony, after all. So I expect that Pbhead's going to wait till like HQ level 4 at least to throw down power here. And Blues, still stuck on HQ level 2. Just having a little trouble keeping up at this stage of the game. Of course, having $3,000 just removed from your pocket and doing nothing will do that to you.
You still didn't even use those pirates.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna do with them, right? I mean,
Why did you buy them? Oh well.
I think we call that a mistake, usually. Well, Pbhead feels like he's got a pretty massive advantage at this stage. Blues is gonna make it to HQ level 3, finally. And they were both basically sitting there doing the exact same thing, which was selling down food and buying glass, but Pbhead already being on HQ level 3 has a little bit easier time of it.
Pbhead, he really needs to be using his black market, though. I mean, goon squads have not been bought. Hit those farms and reactors are going up right now.
Yeah, I think if there is a time to use black market this early, it would be now. Just
He's got the money for it.
nice little slowdown strike or power surge onto that cluster of buildings will be pretty solid. But on the other hand, he can also just upgrade if he wants to. You know, develop yourself instead of hurting your opponent. That's okay sometimes. I think this high iron tile actually does have some value. You can see the players agree. Just nobody really wants to make iron this game, but if they're going to be handed a tile for debt, when neither of them is in a significant amount of debt, well, why not?
I mean, I think it's a mistake, though, to put a metal mine on it. I would put a solar panel on it right away. There's nothing that's going to be driving the price of iron up.
That is what Pbhead's going to be doing.
Yeah.
which I think is good to see. He's also managed to secure geotherm for power, heading into a glass furnace. Probably going to see a pair of glass furnaces, entirely reasonable. Just keep flying through those upgrades. And now is when I would really expect to see the black market start flying. Blues is still kind of in this awkward position where he's not quite comfortable to hit HQ level 4 off of what he has established unless it's working full time. And so some power surges or slowdown strikes in particular should be quite valuable for Pbhead at this stage of the game. And I'm upset that we haven't seen him yet, because it's like buying glass. He doesn't need to do that. He can just sell down a little bit of glass, just a little bit. Slow down his opponent.
Yeah, it's amazing he's done nothing.
Part of it is that he's in the middle of a transition right now. Like, he hasn't even yet fully completed his transitions, and oddly enough is going for a metal mine next to the electrolysis reactor, which is just...
That's weird.
Yeah, weird is a word for it. Not the one I'd have selected.
He just built those reactors.
I know.
Whatever.
I'm going to call that a mistake, personally. Pbhead also does get his geothermal plant taken away by Blues. I don't think that's going to be hugely important. It kind of forces Pbhead to go ahead and like use a black market cooldown, taking it back, use a little more money, taking it back, but he gets it back right away. That's not that big a deal, so not really surprised to see it.
Pbhead's pioneering the non-aggressive scavenger play, I
Well,
guess.
not just the non-aggressive scavenger play, but the completely lacking black market scavenger play. I mean, he's done one thing, and it was defensive.
The black market is online.
And only because he was forced to, effectively. That said, he is HQ level 5 now. I mean, he's just sitting there chugging away, but I think he's let Blues kind of catch up a little bit more than he should have. Like, claims are worth so much more to a scientist than to anyone else most of the time, because they just get so much more benefit out of each individual tile in most circumstances. So I really don't like this idea of letting the scientist keep pace as well as he has when you're in such a dominant position.
Yeah.
Bidding will begin at 6,000.
And then a freeze on Pbhead. This is okay.
Yeah, I mean, it works for now. Got those 3 tiles there to hit. It'll be just fine. Blues also gets that geotherm pretty cheap. Pbhead did not intend to let that go for just 7,000. Blues will be more than happy to have that. I don't know if he wants to actually use it yet. He is leaking power, which is a little problematic, but he's not in such a ridiculous amount of debt yet that he absolutely has to construct it right away, and I think he'd rather commit the steel to upgrading and putting down other buildings first. Pbhead did make that first move into chemicals, which I definitely like to see after the reactors. It almost would have been tempting to me to just skip farms entirely this game, which neither player did, and go straight into reactors if I was in the advantaged position, because it would allow for the easy chem lab transition later, more effectively.
The black market is online.
We did finally see the pirates get used, by the way. Just a little bit of silicon, just a little bit of silicon, that's all. Not a big deal. It was rather unfortunate for Blues that he made that decision that early, though. I think it definitely caused him some serious problems.
Slow down.
Well,
He's doing good work with the black market now, though.
he is. I think there's another player in this game who might want to consider a similar option, but, you know, he's doing all right, so we won't fault him too much.
I mean, slowdown strike. If he's worried about the scientific bonus, just use slowdown strike.
Oh, I know. Slowdown strikes are just so fantastic. Would love to see them getting used here. I do expect Blues to be heading into his own chem labs, although that's not what he's doing right away. There we go. A couple chem labs coming down. Not very many. Just a pair. But these steel mills are going to be absolutely fantastic with steel up at $146 right now. Like, he's just going to be raking that money back in that he's been spending on these upgrades. So, should work reasonably well. Ooh, look at this. Got a little upgrade lab going on for PB.
Or hologrammed.
Patent lab.
Choice.
Patent lab. Hologram to look like an upgrade lab. There we go.
Well, it's a smart. The hologram worked out.
Yeah.
It's basically making it look like a patent lab, which seems like a legitimate choice there.
Making it look like a upgrade lab.
Yeah. Because it's next to two labs,
Yeah.
lab modules.
Yeah.
Bidding will begin at
It'll be fine. I think it'll be good. It is interesting. I'm not sure exactly what his plan is with that patent lab. What it is he wants.
Oh, we just deleted it. Wait. Wait, why can't I see it?
I don't know.
I'm not
Couldn't
clear
tell
what
you.
happened there. Is it invisible for you as well?
No, I can see it. Patent lab.
Oh, is it-
85%.
I think when you switch players, it just resets the graphics. That's the
The
problem.
black
Fair
market
enough.
is
And then it wasn't
online.
progressing because you were in an
Right.
auction.
Yeah. Okay.
And yes, I have actually noticed that before. When swapping back and forth between players, like solar panels will do really funky things. But
Yep.
regardless, it is thinking machines that he decided was most valuable this game. Offworlds are pretty good, so, and he's got one building. Just kind of abusing his early lead to HQ level 5 to develop himself, get thinking machines, secure an off-world market that's so strong, and gonna try and power through Blues with that
The
alone.
black market is online.
A little risky, because Blues is sitting on a lot of cash.
I guess the one nice thing about that patent lab location is that once he decides he doesn't need the patent lab at all, he can switch it over to an upgrade lab, and it's a good spot for that too.
Yeah. I like it already. It's pretty good. Slowdown Strike is going to get in the way of all this. It does manage to hit before Thinking Machines hits, well before. So it'll be some time, and Blues has elected to just get aggressive in response to this. He doesn't want this game to go any longer. I don't like that he still has these glass furnaces. I think he needed to get out of those. He needs some more food going, realistically. Maybe some electronics factories. Both of those looking quite valuable. And he needs to do it now. There we are. We see some more farms coming down. Chems have basically died off for the most part. Need to see a transition out of these steel mills. Steel down at $12 doesn't even cost anything to get that done. Because Blues needs to scrape in every last bit of cash he can before this off-world launch finishes. I don't think he's going to pull it off, though, realistically. He still needs to pull in 3 more. Pbhead only needs 2, and Pbhead has a small cash advantage at this point.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. He should be building his own off-world. Sell out, get your own off-world up.
I mean, Pbhead, he's being...
Oof, that hurt.
The thing is, a lot of Pbhead's cash is wrapped up in this launch, so he can't actually quite push to the buy just yet. But I don't think Blues is going to pull it off before 30 seconds.
Yeah,
And once
if he
that
gets-
launch finishes, Pbhead should be just fine.
And if it gets dangerous, Pbhead can just cancel.
Exactly. Should not be a problem for him long term.
Yeah, he needs to sell those shares, build an off-world. I mean, those shares are not doing anything for him right now.
bidding will begin at
Because PB is not going to try to buy those shares. So, why does he even have it?
Yeah, I mean, he really wants that kill right now, and he's not willing to let go of it just yet. He wants to make absolutely certain that he can't have it.
And PB's got 40,000 in cash.
Well, a lot of
The
that,
launch
once
isn't
again, is in the
done yet.
launch. He's just waiting for that launch to finish, and then he'll have it established.
Yeah.
And Blues might get one more, but he's probably not going to get 2 more. All Pbhead has to do is get this launch off, buy some stock, and I think even the launch alone gave him enough to get this done.
He could even make a run on Blues if he wants to.
Pbhead says he won the auction. It does say Pbhead won the auction.
Yeah. What was that? What's
For
your dough? Or is it
$10,000.
just an empty spot. Huh? All right. That's fine. That'll make him some money.
Yeah, he won the auction. Pbhead just getting a little confused there. He has bought up 6 of his own stock at this point, so he is going to be completely safe. Blue's just sitting around with mostly wasted money at this point. Didn't realize it was an actually tile. Okay. He missed the fact that it was a tile auction, not a claim auction.
Interesting that he went for the 6 tile. It's the 6 share. It seems like he would have just decided to start buying the Blues at that point, especially since he's the guy with the off-road market.
Well, I think it's kind of at this point where it doesn't really matter. Your opponent's in D levels of debt. You're in A levels of debt. You have yourself secured against majority buyout. You have an off-world market. You have thinking machines. You have financial instruments on the way. You have nanotech. You have virtual reality. You have a pleasure dome. I mean, it's just like, at this point, you are so far in the lead. You don't even really have to care about what you're up to most of the time. $178 off that pleasure dome. Not bad. Not bad for a 1v1.
World shipment launched. Look at all the money.
Yeah, your stock's getting.
Blue's finally selling out of this stock.
Your stock's getting.
Oh man, boy, PB really wants this game to go a long way.
Yeah. Your stock's.
Yeah, this looks, I'm gonna go with unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. It's super safe. I mean, Blues is done.
It is, but if you're gonna go this route, just go ahead and build the second Offworld too. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, like...
Yeah, Blues has got his Offworld up. Time to start hitting it, at least. I mean, you are a scavenger, Pbhead. Ugh.
15
like
seconds left on that Offworld freeze. Could have been a mutiny. Could have been a mutiny. I'm just throwing it out there.
That is what I like to see. He knows it's unprotected, I guess, at the very least. So,
This carbon price, this is ridiculous.
okay, Pbhead has 100%. I mean,
He
what is
does.
he doing?
Taking forever.
Begin at.
10,000.
I mean, that's all I got is taking forever. To answer the question about why the Pleasure Dome is next to Colony, the Pleasure Dome has been heavily adjusted since the boring old wreck that it was before, and now gets adjacency bonuses from habitats and extra bonuses from being close to the colony. I think both those things are still true. So that's why.
Look at all the money.
All right, Pbhead, just do it. Red button's actually just sitting there. You can just get it done. Take the third place. He just doesn't want to be third place. That's all. He'd rather be nothing than third place, just not first place.
Oh, he did it. Another scavenger win. Poor Scientific needs a boost, I think.
Yeah. Oh man, just small things here and there. I think that eventually led to that. Like Blues, he tried to go for the kill, but just wasn't quite set up properly to make
Yeah.
money through that phase of the game.
And then all that money he had was dead money once it was in PB stock.
Yeah, and he never took it back.
that's
It took
what
him
I
a
did
long
like
time.
to
It was just
Yeah.
like he might have had a shot, if he had just moved into maybe even just gone off world at HQ level 4. Honestly, like
Yep. We saw it before. Wait. Yeah. I don't know. Some players, they just have a hard time not upgrading to level 5. You know, it's just kind of like so ingrained into them.
I see what happened there. I was kind of wondering what all was going on there. Blues had bought up a lot of carbon at one point, and I was sitting here like, what's going on there? And then Pbhead, I think, just scrapped a bunch of buildings and sold down the carbon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was silly.
Oh, because he had nanotech? Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah. Still, never saw that nuke come out.
Yep.
And I don't think it ever got protected. Like, we saw other black market. I think the highest priority would have been that nuke.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, players just ignore the nuke. It's funny because it's like the most permanent thing in the game, and so you'd want to use it early as well. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pbhead blasted one off at some point. I'm not even sure what it hit, but...
Yeah. I mean, if he had hit the medium and the high carbon, you know, that would have been very painful for PB.
Yeah. Just very, very difficult to deal with, but that's not what happened.
Yeah. I mean, imagine think of that pirates. If instead of buying those pirates...
Yeah, I think those pirates were actually the single biggest factor in this game. Because $3,000 at the start of the game, those have to do something.
Yeah, it's totally fine to do that if you're costing your opponent more than $3,000, right? In a 1v1, it's totally fine to make that choice, but...
Nuke on the
Didn't do
Offworld
anything.
is what Pbhead did. That's kind of what I thought it might be. It's always nice when you can nuke off a goon squad.
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
maybe not so much in a game where nukes are actually really good against you, but when it's that late, who cares?
All right, well,